Happy day, children. Today we are going to see chapter 3 Atoms and Molecules, part 2. In last video, we have seen about what are the different laws proposed by Lavoisier based upon the law of chemical combinations. Two laws, law of conservation of mass, law of constant proportion, and what are the postulates of Dalton atomic theory. Okay, so we have started learning, or we are continuously talking about atoms. So what is called as atoms? Why it is important? So according to Dalton, all elements or compounds or mixtures are composed of small particles which cannot be further divided into smaller particles. It is further indivisible. They are very small. It cannot be easily seen with the help of our eyes. That is, they are known as atoms. Bricks, it's a fundamental for building the home. Like that, atoms is the basic building blocks of an element or compound or mixture. It is very important. It is the basic building blocks of an element, compound or mixture. And they are very small, and their radius is measured in nanometers. So atomic radius is measured in nanometers. So 1 nanometer is equal to 1 by 10 to the power of 9 meter, or 1 meter is equal to 10 to the power of 9 nanometer. These are the different example, that is a radii in meter. For atom of hydrogen it is 10 to the power of minus 10. Molecule of water 10 to the power of minus 9. Hemoglobin 10 to the power of minus 8. Grain of sand, it is 10 to the power of minus 4 and 10 to the power of minus 2. Okay, now how to name the atoms? Why the naming of atoms or naming of elements is very important. We know that all elements, compounds, mixture, it is made up of atoms. Because in a class, suppose there are so many 40, 50 students. If we ask, if we call student 1, no, we cannot. You have specific, unique name. If I call you by name, it is easy to understand that is you, right? So like that, the calling out the names is easier. So they want to implement that concept on naming the elements. If we name that particular element, it is easy to denoted by its names. It is easy to possess their specific names. Okay, initially Dalton gave an idea. Dalton used these symbols to denote the elements. One symbol means only for that one atom of that element. For example, hydrogen was circle dot. This is the symbol he used for phosphorus, C for copper, gold, platina, sulfur, cross symbol. Oxygen means one simple plain round iron. This are the first, Dalton was the first one to use symbols to denote the elements. Later on, Berzelius, the scientist named Berzelius, gave an idea that instead of using the symbols, he gave an idea that the letters of first single or first two alphabets can be used to denote the element. The names of the element were derived from the place where it is derived or where it is obtained. For example, copper, it is derived from the name is derived from the place where it is obtained, that is Cyprus. Nowadays, the naming of elements is done by IUPAC, that is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Nowadays, they are assigning the names to the newly discovered elements. At present, there are 118 elements present, that to 92 are naturally occurring elements. So symbols, either we will write the first letter or the first two letters of the name of the elements. It is very important to note that symbol, while you are writing the symbol of any element, first letter should be capital, second letter of the symbol should be small letter, small alphabets. Okay, so always the first letter of the symbol is capital letter. Second, it is always in smaller case. Okay, For example, hydrogen symbol is H. Aluminium, you should write it as A and small l. Not, you should not write it as A, capital L. Cobalt means C will be capital, second letter has to be smaller case. Okay. So always remember while you are writing the symbol, first letter should be in capital, second letter should be in lowercase. Okay. Some of the names of the element, if you take it, it will not be the first two alphabets. First letter will be the first letter of the element name will be first letter in the late letter that appears later on it. For example, chlorine, if you take, first letter will be C. Instead of H, L will come. For zinc, if you take, instead of ZI, it will come ZN for few elements. Some of the elements have their symbols derived from Latin or Greek word. For example, if you take sodium, it is derived from the Greek word natrium. So only Na. For if you take for iron, you may ask why instead of I or why it is F. It is derived from the word ferrous. If you take potassium, kalium. So only we are getting the symbol K. So this is how the symbol of how to name the atoms, how we have derived the symbols either from the place where it is derived or either by the name of the scientist or name of the Greek or Latin word. The one important rule you need to remember is first is capital, second letter is lowercase while writing the symbol of an element. That is very, very important. Now we will see few elements and their symbol. If you take hydrogen, it is H, helium, He, lithium, Li. First capital, second lowercase. Beryllium, Be, boron, B, carbon, C, nitrogen, N, oxygen, O, fluorine, F, argon, Ar, potassium, it is derived from the word kalium, so only it is K, cobalt, CO, zinc, Zn. So it is very important to know the symbols, elements and their symbols because it is the basic, it is very important. It is a fundamental basics in writing the chemical equation or any chemical formulas. So the learning of symbol and their names of elements is very important in formulating the chemical formulas.